months to go from beginner to $100,000 a year, I wouldn't guess I would have a plan, because most drivers don't fail because of lack of effort. They fail because they never build a strategy or a plan to go forward. This video is the last video out of a series, and it is everything put together in from starting to your first 6 months to a year later. It's to making money, to not getting stuck. This is a full roadmap in this video, along with the other videos in this series. So if you're serious about trucking, pay attention to this, because you're going to want to hear it. So step one is go fast. Don't overthink everything. Don't try to get the best company. Don't try to get the perfect amount of pay, the perfect setup, the perfect runs. Pick a good starter company. So the more time that you sit on the sideline doing nothing, that's more time that you're not getting experience. The goal of this first company, the huge goal of it is, I mean, if you decide to stay there, fine, but the huge goal of it is to get experience, to get comfortable with the driving side of it, with the backing, with everything that comes with trucking, with the problem solving, and all of that kind of good stuff. Don't worry so much about what you're going to pay or where you're going to be running. Get the experience. Get the real world experience in trucking, and that's going to help you a lot more than just waiting until the perfect setup comes along, because most of the time the perfect setup is not going to come along, no matter how long you wait. Momentum is key in the trucking industry. Once you get to moving, it helps you grow as a driver, and the perfect part will come later. So now you've got you've got your test done, you're with your first company, good starter company. Now let's focus on the things about driving. Let's focus on backing, real situations in backing, not what schools have set up for you so you can pass your CDL test. Let's look at the real world part of it. You're dealing with traffic. You're dealing with other trucks backing in tight quarters between, alleys and vehicles and all of that stuff. It's not all easy. It's not all hard, but it's not all easy. Get good at that. Get good at problem solving. You've gotten the wrong address. You've gotten the wrong load number, the wrong pickup number, whatever. Get good at problem solving. There's a lot of things that go wrong in the trucking world. It happens. It's trucking. There's a lot of stuff that's going to go wrong in trucking world. Get good at your communication skills. And I'm not talking just to the people you know. Get good at the communication skills, the people you don't know. The shippers, the receivers, your dispatch's boss, the planners. If you have to talk to a planner at your company, get good at talking to them and good at explaining what you need. Be aware of your time. The time of day is not the only thing you have to be aware of in trucking industry. You have to be aware of your logbook. There's 4 different clocks. I've gone over this in a different video. Maybe you can check that out later. I'll try to put a card up here or here, wherever it goes. Look after your clocks. Understand your clocks. Understand how they can work for you. The logbook can be tricky, but it's there as for safety. You just have to make it work for you and not you for it. So learn that. Learn that time awareness on everything, every day, every load. Start tracking everything. I did not track things whenever I first started. Probably 5 years in, I didn't track anything. I just drove and I was happy. Okay, I got to check, move on. Oh, I made more this week than I did last week. Oh, great. But how much did I make the month before or before that even? I never tracked anything. I never tracked I could kind of keep up with where the loads were going from point A to point B and where it was a good area and where it wasn't a good area. But that's not the whole picture. There's a lot of things you have to track and keep up with. Track your mileage, track your pay, Track good loads versus bad loads, good areas versus bad areas. Track all of this stuff. You're not trying to make the most money yet. I understand we get into this to make money, but we're not trying to make the most money yet. That's going to come later with experience. You're trying to become a better driver in your first 6 months. Just become a better driver. The money will come later. Trust me on that. Now, between your first 6 and 12 months, this is where a lot of stuff starts to change. You've got a lot better at your driving part, your backing, your communication, all of this stuff. This is where a lot of drivers start to get stuck because they get comfortable. They don't want to level up. They don't want to increase. They're happy with where they're at. Don't be happy with where you're at. Learn to understand your numbers. Think about load quality. Whenever you're picking up loads going from point A to point B, think about that a lot more. And you're going to recognize the good stuff from the bad stuff. That way you can go at your company and be like, hey, I want something a little better this time. Plan your weeks better. Plan your trips better. You get better at planning all the way around. I have videos on that also, the planning side. But get better at planning. Planning your trips, planning your weeks, planning everything. It's a lot of planning in this industry. And if you're good at planning, you're going to be really good at making money. Realize this, not all miles are equal. Just think about it like this. If you're in an area where you cannot run but maybe 300 miles in one day, but you could get in a different area where you could run 600 miles in the same amount of time, hours wise, why wouldn't you want to be in the area that you can run the 600 miles? I know it's a give and take. Sometimes we don't get to do what we want to do as far as the areas that we run, but as you get more experience and as you stay with your company longer, you can give them a little pushback whenever they're constantly giving you bad areas or bad loads going to bad areas. So think about that throughout the time, and that's why you track all this. You have something to show them. You don't get paid more because you work harder most of the time. If you're working harder trying to get those miles in the areas that really you just can't get them, if you go northeast and like New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, places like that, there's a lot of times you can't get very many miles. If you run south in some areas, you can get a little more. You run west, you get a little more mileage. But how well is that mileage paid? Do you get paid the same? You have to think about all of this and evaluate it all as you go through time. As I said earlier, avoid the trap of getting too comfortable. A lot of drivers do this. They get comfortable. They stop improving. They stop wanting to improve. They stay in a place or a company longer than they should if it's not good for them. Think about the company. Are they doing things to help you improve as a driver? Are they recognizing your work, recognizing your reliability? Think about that as you go throughout time with the same company. Is this company the right fit for me? I'm not encouraging people to job hop, but constantly be thinking about that. If nothing is changing, you're not growing, and you should strive to grow as a driver in this industry. That way you can make that 100,000 in a year plus. I know some guys that's making 110 or 120 pretty easy. Now, building your path to 100,000 a year. This is where you're going to have to decide. Are you going to remain a company driver? Or are you going to remain at the same company? Is it possible at this company? You have to maximize the amount of money that you're going to make while you're with that company for this to happen. Do you go to somewhere else that may have better opportunities? And don't go by what the recruiter is saying. Don't go by what just one driver is saying. Do your research, folks. Do your research. if you decide to move. But make a wise choice. You don't want to move several times. That's not the way to do it in this industry. Explore your options. If you're wanting to go owner-operator, wanting to lease purchase somewhere, dig into that really deep before you do that. Some people are successful at it, some are not. You need to know if you can do it and if you want to really put in the effort that it requires to be successful. The biggest three things that matters right now really is the strategy. Get you a strategy, stick with it. Get you a plan, stick with it. Positioning. Position yourself so that you can make the most for what you do. Don't be complacent. Make the most for what you're doing. Make smart decisions. Do research on all of this. And I'm saying research, do not rely on one driver's word or one recruiter's word about their company. They're going to tell you the best stuff about their company. And if it's a driver that's working with that company and they're wanting a sign-on or to get a sign-on bonus from you joining their company, they're going to tell you the best stuff about it. Find you several drivers, if possible, that you can talk to about that company. So let's take a step back. All of this that I've talked about, it's really simple if you think about it. The whole journey breaks down to start fast, learn fast, and learn as much as you can. Think smart. Make smart decisions. Don't get stuck in a rut. Don't get comfortable. Don't get complacent. And build a plan. And that's how you're going to get to 100,000 plus a year. Pretty easy, I think. You still have to do the work. You still have to make the miles and put the time in. But it is possible and it's realistic. Most drivers don't connect all of this. And that's why they stay stuck. It's not that hard to connect all of this. It's really simple, like I just said. And honestly, that's where things go from information to a real strategy. Because when you're making decisions like which loads to take, when to move, whatever it is, whatever you're moving from and to, and what direction to go, that's the details that really matter. And that's what I'm building in my members page. Details matter, and that's what I get to in depth in the members page. It's just started, but it's growing. If you follow a plan, you can move a lot faster than most people in this industry. If you don't, you're just going to drift along. You're just going to float along and let the world go by. So let's have a plan to move forward. If this helped you, subscribe, share this, like this, comment below where are you at in your trucking career. Let me know. I would love to know and interact with you. I appreciate you watching, and have a great day.